Start recording the audio. Okay, mics are on.
No one's home.
Video is on. OBS is open. Okay. So we're back. And we're actually going to start recording a podcast now.
Are we going to do everything right from the beginning?
Because I deleted everything that happened in the last half hour.
So some of this will seem like deja vu.
Yeah. So there are two or three people maybe who bore witness to a false start. We began recording and streaming a podcast.
To those 2 or 3 people, no spoilers as to what's coming up next.
Do you want to type that we've started? Did you already type that
Yes.
we started again? Okay. So we started recording a podcast about 15, 20 minutes ago, and all kinds of things happened to disrupt what we were doing and distract us from our task. And we took a little break. We did a little reset. We dealt with some stuff, and I feel like we're ready to record now. So who are we? For those of us that weren't here 15 minutes ago version of the podcast.
We are Mere Casuals.
A World of Warcraft podcast?
Yes.
Focusing on Wrath of the Lich King for now,
Yep.
but who knows for the future?
I can't log into my Twitch.
You can't log into your Twitch.
No, so I'm just going to be here, just watching away. I can't chat.
Okay.
Because my password is on there.
We've got... I have Discord open on this one so I can see what's going on there. So I am Josh/Will Riker.
I am Al/Okona.
I'm Sam/Rolaren.
And we already said we're Mere Casuals.
Yes.
So what do we want to talk about today? We didn't really make a plan because usually we scramble and spend the hour or so before we record coming up with some kind of idea of what to talk about. So instead of doing that today, we spent the hour or so before we started to record deciding we were going to stream this and setting up a green screen and pulling out some lighting and running cords and sweating profusely because it's hot in here and doing all kinds of stuff like that. We generally don't know what we're doing, but today we really don't know what we're doing. So I happen to know for a fact that Alan/Okona has looked up some news, which we totally didn't already talk about 20 minutes ago.
Well, what we covered before, we'll cover again.
Well, yeah, because that
wait.
that no longer exists in audio form. I deleted it.
Pause for news intro.
Oh, yeah, pause for news intro. Oh, Al said it last time. You took his thunder.
Sure did.
It's time for the
You
news.
just blew the eardrums of everybody listening.
We are Mere Casuals.
It's time for the news.
Out. So,
I couldn't crack my voice, sorry.
were you trying to crack your voice? Is
Well-
that just an involuntary thing? You can't plan that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I'm no Sam Witwer. Come on.
your nose. Can he crack his voice?
He's a good impressionist, so possibly.
Did you ask him to be on the podcast?
No.
Because I heard that didn't you talk to him or something the other day?
No. I just
I'm
watched.
probably getting my stories. Oh, you just watched him
Yeah.
at a distance and didn't say
Yeah,
anything?
kind of like when I was...
So the way you interact with most people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll get there.
remember why I'm talking about that. But news, you were going to talk about the news.
Yeah, so Blizzard's announced that Defense Protocol Gamma will be on the PTR for testing soon, which will include a vendor for the Defiler Scourge Stone.
And that's like Sidriel Essence. I feel like I've said all
It's
this
like
before.
a step up from Sidereal
It's the
Essence.
TOGC version of Sidriel Essence. So hold on, back up a second though. Beta Rune Gamma. No, Titan Rune. Is it Titan Rune? Titan Rune Gamma. Is Gamma what comes after Beta?
Yes.
Alpha Beta. It's Alpha Beta Gamma?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, I mean, in this particular instance, it's coming after Beta.
Well, yeah. Is that like how because that's the Greek alphabet, right?
Yeah, they're not necessarily ABC.
Well, that's what I'm just learning now. Is that how that's always worked?
Yeah, but a G almost looks like a C, just with a cane.
like an
So
internal cane.
it's an older C. It needs help walking.
Okay, I just that blew my mind. I assumed it would be something that started with C.
Well, it's a C that looked like a grandpa, hence the G. Because
Okay.
it's a C with a cane.
Sure. So Essence Vendor, and I'm trying to remember what I said before. So
245s.
245s, and we established I think,
TOGC 25 loot.
normal man, not heroic man.
That's
No,
correct.
Normal mode, not heroic mode. So you could save up these essences, and you could get a Death's Verdict, but
Ooh.
just the normal version.
You can buy Primordial Serenite as well.
Yeah, I'm going to need a bunch of
I
that.
remember that.
Do you? I don't.
Oh,
I mean, I know about it because I've been reading about it, but I don't remember it
that
from
was
before.
way back when.
Well, yeah, 2000 something. I guess it's still 2000 something.
Yeah.
But I think for Shadowmourn, which I'm totally going to get, 100%, I'm totally going to get Shadowmourn. For Shadowmourn, I need 25, I think.
Was that all?
I don't know. 25, 15, 20, 30. I believe it's somewhere around there.
So 25. It takes 12 Scourge Stones to get one. So if you need 25.
And you can get one a day?
Is it one a day?
Is it one a day? Because the Sidriel Essence was one. No, one per heroic.
Yeah.
So up to 12 per day. I know there are 13 dungeons, but
So
I don't count Oculus.
12 times 25.
Can you get them from Forge of Souls, Halls of Reflection, and the other one?
I hope so. Oh, I can't wait to do those.
So we're up to 15 a day because we don't count Oculus because that's not a real dungeon.
We still have to do it for.
Oh, look!
We got our first comment.
Blaze and Bob is in chat talking to us.
How you doing, Bob?
We're not as good at streaming. We kind of flubbed our first attempt. I don't know if you were in here for it, but it was bad.
In our defense, though, he doesn't have the same distractions that we have.
He has dogs.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 25 of those I need for my what's it called? Shadowmourn that I'm totally going to get. I'm all over that. Although I learned something the other day. Did you know that Shadowmourn is an axe, not a sword?
Yes,
Why did I think it was a sword?
because you're probably thinking of Frostmourne.
Am I? Is that that's the other one? Yeah,
Well,
because Shadowmourn's
when I
supposed to be
initially-
like
When I initially thought of Shadowmourn, I also thought sword because Frostmourne was in my.
because Shadowmourn is the counter to Frostmourn, right? It's supposed to be like its opposite or something.
Sure.
I think.
Yeah,
And
it's fine.
Frostmourn's a sword, so it made sense in my head that Shadowmourn would be a sword, but it's not.
I think the opposite
I still
should
want
be
it.
a blunt weapon.
I still want it just as bad. I'd be fine with a two-handed mace.
Yeah.
See, I get as a paladin because it's all about me. I get What's the word? Expertise bonus for swords and maces, and I do not for axes.
Is that because you're a paladin or because you're a human?
Yeah, did I not say that?
You said paladin.
Yeah, I meant human. So yeah, that's news. Is there other news?
Well, for all the stuff they would have released concerning Ice Crown Citadel and the PTR, I guess we don't have to report on it because apparently Ice Crown Citadel is now closed.
Yeah, I know. Because I went. Did you know that I went to the PTR?
I did. I found out like a millisecond ago, and I've known since then.
You mean 20 minutes ago during our other podcast that we don't talk about?
Did you talk about it on the last podcast? I wasn't
I
listening.
did. It was one of the last things I mentioned right as we were all getting distracted and starting to get agitated.
distracted.
Yeah, and agitated. So I went
The
to the
agitator
PTR,
was pointed at me.
and it was fun.
No, I pointed at my head.
No, Josh.
Josh
What?
wasn't pointing at anybody.
I pointed with my eyes.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I was agitated
It's-
too. I just kept it to myself
Okay, it looks so funny.
until now.
Anybody not watching, like anyone listening to this in podcast mode, every time I look at Sam, I am either going to inwardly or outwardly giggle because all
my
I can
face?
see, I can't see your face. That's the problem. So Sam's laptop, in order to accommodate our green screen, which we ordered off the internet, and in the pictures, it had a frame.
Yeah, out of frame.
It was hanging from it didn't look like a sturdy frame, but it was a frame. And my camera keeps moving. It was oh my goodness, I hate this tripod. Hold on.
Lock it.
I did.
Throw away the key.
I'm just gonna unplug it because stupid phone. There. Now it can't bother me anymore. So this green
Is it the
screen,
cord? Pull
It
some
is.
cord
The
up.
cord is slowly pulling on. I can't. It's over there. There's no slack
Pull up
left.
some cord. Put something on it so it doesn't pull the cord down. You have lots of loose cord.
I don't want to.
Solved problem.
It would solve the problem, but I've chosen not to solve the problem and do something.
Oh, now
completely
everyone
different
gets to look
instead.
at your hand.
It's fine. I was talking about the green screen. So the pictures of the green screen we ordered on the internet had it hanging from like a metal bar frame, like not a substantial frame, but something like
A
a
frame
thing to hold it up.
nonetheless.
It was a frame nonetheless. So we ordered this. We being Sam. Sam ordered this. And it came to us in a box, a rather small box, and we opened the box, and it had two little pouches, because we ordered 2 green screens. It had 2 little pouches in it, containing sheets of green cloth, 2 individual sheets of green cloth, no framing whatsoever. So,
So clearly, what you're saying is I need to read the reviews and actually read the description to see what it
I
actually
don't know.
was
I
supposed
wasn't
to
trying
come
to
with.
blame you. I'm
you
just
were.
saying our green screen is frameless. So I had to drag up from the basement a couple old closet doors, prop them up against a table, dangle the green screens over them, and hope for the best. And I feel like it's working somewhat. But what does that have to do with why I giggle when I look at you?
I just assumed it was my face.
Oh, I know. Because the green screen isn't on a frame. It's on closet doors. It only goes up so high. And in order for Sam to get the right angle on her camera so that it's just her and green screen, she had to boost the camera up with
Computer.
a Scattergories box and the Pathfinder role-playing game, beginner's box.
It might be a right angle.
It might. And because of that, her screen is just high enough that all I can see peering above the laptop monitor is 2 angry eyes glaring at me every time I speak. It's okay to laugh, Sam. It's okay to laugh. That's all I can see. All I can see is your eyes, and you're just like looking at me, and I can't see your face, so I don't know what kind of expression you're making. I don't know if you're finding this as funny as I am, or if you have an angry face. I could just look at the camera. It's a mildly annoyed face. So that's why I laugh when I look at you. That's the only reason, Sam.
Okay.
What does
So-
this have to do with the news, you might be asking?
No,
No.
I'm not asking. So the news. They've also, in the PTR, they've had expanded collections tabs, so it looks like mounts might be account-wide.
Oh, I forgot to check that when I got on.
There's going to be a new spell for hunters.
For
Oh,
what?
yeah, you'll like this.
Trap launcher.
Oh, I am not a trapper.
Yes,
What's
you
it
are,
called?
though. You
Not
should
survival? What is it?
be. It doesn't matter. All specs get traps.
Oh, okay. then I
Survival
have to-
is the spec that's like has some trap talents, but like you don't have to be survival
okay.
to do traps. But what
Cool
you
with
can
throwing
do,
shit at people.
yeah, because you know how when I was showing you the traps before, I was like, run in, drop the trap, and hit your disengage to fly back and start firing again.
Yeah, this one I don't have.
So
to.
they added a thing where you can just fire a trap forward and it lands on the ground somewhere. I don't know how you aim it. I don't know if there's like a cursor on the
There's
ground.
probably like a
I
green
picture
thing.
it's more of an ability, and it's like in those spy movies. You just got the bomb in your hand, and you go, "Doot," and you can like frisbee throw it on the ground, and slides into position.
I feel like they're not going to have all that animation. I feel like it's going to just be like a
the
like a
animation's
whoop.
in my mind. You gotta have an imagination.
Yeah, I did watch a video where they not only described it but actually showed like game cap footage of it happening, and I still can't remember. Like I feel like it's just what's something to compare it to? I don't even know. Like chucking a bomb, except it's not a bomb; it's a trap.
A bazooka.
Sure, kind of. So if
Low
you were
powered.
to play your hunter more, which you keep saying you want to play your hunter more, you can chuck traps and you don't have to move all over the place.
When does that happen?
It's in the PTR, so either it's going to come out with the launch
Pretty
of
tempting,
ICC, or it's a mistake and it's not going to be there. Like I wonder how many of these things were added like by accident or something. Like I think it would be really cool if the collections tab was there, and if the trap launcher was there. And I feel like there was another thing too. Was there another thing?
Yeah, some for warlocks. The demonic pact. I don't play warlocks, so warlocks you can decipher this. But demonic pact now has a 1 second cooldown from 5.
Ooh. What is that? Oh, are you watching a video on it?
Yeah, it's trap launcher.
Oh, okay. What video are you watching?
I just went to YouTube. It's Wrath of the Lich King Classic Hunter Trap Launcher Update from Vermos Gaming.
Oh, I don't know that one. I think Scotty J did it. I think that's the one I watched. Anyway,
That's not
so
important right now.
I feel
Well,
like there was more news.
It looks like Vermos is... he deals with hunters a lot, so maybe you can watch Vermos on
Oh, is he
YouTube.
like a hunter guy?
Maybe send
Looks
me
like,
a
because he has
link-ish.
Hunter Aspect Weaving Guide.
Oh, aspect weaving.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Anyway, going forward on the news, there's also updates on Raider.io, which is a website which gives you, I guess, the top 10 list of everything, whatnot. No, it doesn't give you that, but it just gives you rankings.
Rankings for what?
You're asking tough questions.
Well, I haven't heard of this. I know I saw it. I feel like I saw it posted somewhere, but I didn't really click on it because I was busy, so I don't know what it is.
Well, I didn't venture into it too much. I had it loaded up, but I'm on a very slow. So the first thing I see when I go to the web page, there's level 60 hardcore. There's a lot of videos. Just shows progression rankings.
Progression rankings.
Raider.io is a World of Warcraft, Mythic Plus, and Raid progression ranking site.
Oh, so that's for like retail. Mythic Plus is retail.
Yeah, but they've... Why do they put that into our news?
I don't
Oh,
know.
Raider.io Classic is here, so they're coming out with
Oh.
Raider.io Classic.
And it's ranking. What is it ranking again?
Well, this one
Something?
that I went to is doing Mythic Plus and Raid progression, so it'll probably do the same thing.
There is no Mythic Plus in Classic.
The equivalents.
So Heroic Beta Gamma Plus?
Sure. Alpha,
So-
Beta, Gamma.
Alpha Beta Gamma.
Heroic, Alpha, Beta, Gamma.
That does kind of roll off the tongue when you say it. Maybe I did know that Gamma was after Beta.
Heroic, Alpha, Beta, Gamma.
Alpha
Abiga.
Backgammon?
Abiga.
Abiga. Isn't that a band?
Who?
Abiga.
Who?
No,
Abba?
you use
Oh.
it to count. A Abacus.
Oh, yeah, we're getting off track.
That's all the news I have.
That's all
I'm
the
sure
news
there's
we have.
more, but
It's probably for the best that we move
they
on.
have
from the
rankings.
news. Rankings of what?
You can read it.
DPS rankings?
Sure.
Are Paladins at the top of the DPS rankings yet?
Okay, I'm done with the news.
Because Paladins are awesome.
I'm done with the news.
I went to the PTR and I did some DPS on some trash.
Pretty tempting, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you make that joke this episode or
Yeah.
our previous false start
No,
episode?
previous false start.
Oh, see, I can never remember what joke is made when. So, moving on from the news.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to.
I
delve-
mostly want to talk about hardcore.
I didn't get a chance to delve into the news too much because I've had a busy week.
Yes.
Moving kids, going to the airport when I didn't need to go to the airport.
Yeah,
and,
that was fun, wasn't it?
and she's going to listen to this. Don't be sad. It happened. Then going to the airport the next day when she did arrive, and then picking up a truck, and then just standing there for half an hour watching them talk to themselves in a language I couldn't understand. So I was basically just feeling like I was at a high school party again.
You didn't speak the language in high school?
No, I was left out.
Did you go to a French immersion school?
No, they didn't try to drown me in anything.
Or was that just like an analogy for feeling left out?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, I thank you for putting me through the grills.
Wait a minute, you went to parties in high school?
No, I went to parties after high school.
I didn't get to invite. Wait, were they high school parties? Because that's weird.
No,
Okay.
they're mostly movie parties. I was talking to my daughter about it actually.
Movie parties? So, like, you went to movies?
No, I worked at the movies,
Oh, so you went to work.
and the staff. We went. Okay, so people, friend for sale.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't get invited to parties in high school, so I'm
No,
allowed to
we.
make fun.
Oh man, we partied like it was 1999 when that meant something.
Wasn't it, though?
No,
Oh, what was it?
it was like a decade before that.
When did the Prince song come out?
I don't know.
Wasn't that a Prince song?
Yes,
Okay.
and it was before.
Was it around when you were partying like it was 1999?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you
And-
do it because of Prince?
No, we did it because we were kids and we were a little rebellious, and we had a 19-year-old friend, so we had alcohol.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
At the time, I was 18.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I
My
was thinking
brother
this was
would have
after
been.
high school.
My brother would have been 15 to 16.
For those listeners who are confused, you can buy alcohol at 19 in Canada.
Yeah, we're
18,
better.
18 in some provinces.
Yes. So no, we had lots of parties. We after work, we would pretty much take over upper portion of a restaurant. It was a Kelsey style. Might
Like
have even
the
been a
ceiling?
Kelsey.
What is the upper portion of a
You
restaurant?
go upstairs and you got a second level.
Oh, I've never been to a Kelsey's.
So
with a
we were
second
there,
level.
and it'd be all staff. And then,
Kelsey staff or movie theater
no,
staff?
us,
Okay.
movie theater staff. We opened up a
I'm
newly.
just making this
I
as
know you are.
difficult as I possibly
We
can.
opened up in a newly renovated movie theater with a completely brand new staff.
Yeah.
On the opening night of Batman. Okay, so you get the date now.
So 1989.
1989. And for a year and a half, we were, maybe 2 years, we were doing a lot of partying. And
It's a long party.
it was fun.
I was doing a lot of partying then too.
In 1989?
Swimming in your dad's ball sack.
Yep.
Ew.
Sweet.
That's the weirdest way you could have possibly
Yep.
put
That
that.
was kind of weird.
Well, you know.
Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, you know what my idea of a party? Well, you were done high school at this point, but I didn't go to parties after high school either. In high school, I didn't go to parties. We had movie parties too, but what we would do is like 3 or 4 of us would go rent a bunch of horror movies from Blockbuster Video because you used to have to get your movies from
that?
Blockbuster Video. It's a
Just
it's a
kidding.
big store
I'm not
you,
that young.
that you would go to, and they'd have a bunch of videos that you could rent.
I kind of
And-
wish that was still a thing.
like
but Netflix is
I'm
fine.
talking VHS videos. Like I would go get the VHS tapes and we would take them back to my friend's house down to his basement and we would see how long we could stay up into the night watching like these old like really campy 80s
Like
horror
B
movies. Yeah, like
Army of Darkness.
Candyman and Leprechaun.
Army of
And we
Darkness.
did watch Army of Darkness and Evil Dead several times. Those were some of our favorites. And occasionally things would get really spicy, and my friend would break into his mother's cupboard upstairs and he'd steal some vodka, but he didn't want to take much because she'd noticed it was missing. So we'd each put like a spoonful in our coffee, and we would drink
refill with a little
coffee
bit of water.
vodka. What?
We fill it with a little bit of water.
Yeah, I feel like that only works for so long, and then everyone's just kind of stealing water from a bottle.
So I knew that movies released on Tuesdays for
Did they?
home review VHS's DVDs when they came out, and for the video stores, aka Blockbuster and anybody else that was out and about,
Hello Hollywood.
yeah, corner stores, just theaters,
Video
movie stores.
99.
I miss movie store,
Jumbo
movie
Video.
stores.
Rogers Video.
But when they're open past midnight,
Yes.
I always been out Monday after midnight, and I grab that Tuesday release.
So they'd release it like actually midnight.
Yeah, and then I go home and watch it. It was
Like the
funnest
movie?
time. Yeah,
It's good that you'd watch it that night because otherwise you might as well have just waited till the next day, right?
yeah, pretty much.
I actually, and when I was in, I feel like it was when I was in high school. It might have been shortly after. Hearing someone in another room. It might be the fact that Al has the audio on his phone still.
Yeah, but how can you hear that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't turn it off.
Weird. Well, for the podcast audio, I'm recording it separately, so hopefully it doesn't show up. Yeah, I've been telling him to mute the phone for weeks, and he says he
I'll
can't.
tell you what, you come over and mute the phone.
Don't know how to work your phone.
Don't get on it.
It's fine. No, don't mess with stuff.
Look,
Everything is
volume.
precariously
Can you see the volume?
Perched.
I'm holding that button down.
weird.
It's
That's
not going
not
anywhere.
your. Click the arrow.
I know how that works.
Hold on. I might
Now
have.
mute your media. Like, it's muted now. No, it's not.
Is that better?
Yeah. No, I can still hear it.
So yes, I
don't
was
think-
correct.
No, I don't think that was the problem. I don't think your phone was the problem. I was just looking, and
Bob
I have
says it's
so
good
many
now.
different. I have so many different inputs going into OBS. I forgot to mute one, so we were getting double audio from something.
Maybe that's why my video for episode 41 sounds so wonky.
I don't know. Maybe.
So, me pressing the volume, you guys can talk all you want, Judge. I was doing the right thing.
We fixed it though. It was a me thing. I had all
I know.
the. There's too
It's
many
not me.
buttons. Okay, so what were
It's
we?
not
What
me.
were we talking about?
Blame
we were
Al
talking
anyways.
About, I was talking about my friend in high school. No,
So
I had a
who's-
friend. What?
Who's MD Inc. BC?
Isn't that
What?
Bruce
MD
Lee?
and BC.
That's Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee.
Hello.
Bruce Lee.
And Raker 30.
Uh,
Raker.
I don't know who
I don't,
Raker 30
I don't
is.
recognize that one.
Somebody listening, apparently.
All right,
so
good.
back to my story because I was telling a story
Oh yeah.
and I got rudely interrupted by people pointing out something that we definitely needed to know.
Can you start over?
Yes. I was at the
From
beginning
the very
anyways.
beginning.
So I was saying, from the very beginning?
Yeah.
All right. So we are Mere Casuals, a World of Warcraft podcast that, did you not want me to go back that far?
No.
That's what I meant, but I
That's
didn't
what-
actually think you would do it.
Well, of course I would do it, Sam.
Hello,
he's
Norway.
listening from Norway. What time is it in Norway? I feel like it's not 5:49 p.m. So I had a friend, right? I did have friends in high school. Very few of them, but I did have friends. And one of those friends was dating a female person. And that female person had a mother. And that mother owned a video store named Hello Hollywood.
So were you taking in a little MILF with your cereal?
No. So we were able to get, I don't know if this was okay. It's 11:48 p.m. That is
6
late.
hours. Is it 6 or 18?
It's an amount of hours. I don't feel like doing math. So this friend's girlfriend's mother was able to get us advanced copies of some of the movies because the video stores would get screener versions before they were actually released to the video stores. So a couple weeks before, we get screener versions of these like VHS movies, right? The only catch was like every 15 or 20 minutes or something would pop up saying, this is a screener version. If you're watching this, we're coming for you. I can't remember what it said, but something came up. Something popped up that was mildly annoying, but not nearly annoying enough to stop us from watching movies before we were allowed to watch movies. It was quite exciting. We were able to
Yeah.
watch stuff before the general public was able to rent them.
Yeah, I've seen those. When I moved up here to the P dot,
Yeah.
I had a job at 7-Eleven, and we carried movies.
What's
Oh.
that?
A job?
Movies.
No, 7-Eleven?
Everybody knows what 7-Eleven is.
They probably still have them in the Americas.
I'm just kidding.
So we sold previously viewed cassettes, but we also sold some brand new ones.
Mhm.
And sorry, I got distracted by a Discord notification. So Star Wars Episode 1 doesn't really exist, but in my fantasy life, they shipped us Star Wars Episode 1.
A New Hope.
No, unfortunately, it's The Phantom Menace. But it came in a week early. I said, oh, I thought the release date was this Tuesday, but I got it this Tuesday. So I put them out and said, look, we got this. It doesn't say they're released. You want to buy it. So I sold a few copies, and then my boss came in and says, yeah, we put those aside. They're illegal to sell right now. I said, oh, okay. Outside, so
6 months later, after you served your sentence for distributing, what's it called? What's the word for that? Bootleg
I was
videos.
going to say pirated, but
Pirated. That's probably a good word too.
well, they weren't pirated.
I know, but it's just funny. Yeah, because what a lot of people don't realize is when they don't really do video stores anymore. But back when there were video stores, prior to the day that they were released for rental, they still existed. You just weren't allowed to have them yet.
I have seen stores that have movies in them that they rent out
Yeah,
recently.
yeah,
yeah, I
there's
know.
one-
Convenience stores still do it.
It's convenient.
Oh man, Al drinking that reminded me how thirsty I am. So should we talk about WoW at all? Because I feel like we started on the news, which is weird for us, and then we went to the weird nonsense digressions, which is normal for us, but not in that order.
All right, so wow, hardcore.
Wow, hardcore.
Because I don't. Did you do anything in? You probably rated. That's about it. But did you do anything?
I
in-
rated and I did PTR,
Okay.
which PTR was fun, but we did it on like the last night of PTR, and we did it fairly late at night, so we didn't have a lot of time, so we only did a few bosses. We did some like heroic. We did some heroic attempts on some bosses. We did the loot ship, which now that I've done it on PTR, I totally remember doing that before.
That fun fight, eh? I was watching the video.
It's fun, but I can see how that would get boring after weeks and weeks of doing it. It was fun. Like it wasn't a terrible fight.
I've never done a raid for weeks and weeks and weeks. Well, except for classic.
But it's one of those fights where like I was there on the loot ship. I don't know what it's actually called. Everyone just calls it the loot ship. I was there on the loot ship. I could have done nothing at all. Like I could have just sat there and just not been involved and not caused a wipe. There's no real mechanics that you can mess up.
Did you cause a wipe?
No.
Oh.
No. But no, we won on heroic mode. Almost by accident. Like I feel like we didn't really have to try particularly hard. There was just some jumping back and forth, and there was like a mage, and there were 2 airships in the air, and Yeah, it was something. But yeah, we did some PTR. We did a few fights. It was fun. I'm all excited about ICC now.
Did they have the 3 new dungeons in the PTR?
I have no idea because I just got on to do the raid. It never even occurred to me to check for like the shared mount tabs and stuff like that. Like for like a while ago when I heard about all this stuff, I was like, oh, if I end up going on PTR, I want to look at all this stuff. This will be cool. Nah, never occurred to me to do that. So I did that. I did my 25-man, what's it called, TOGC raid. Guess what I got?
Nothing.
That's the wrong answer, Sam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know what it is, and you said it already this podcast, but I can't recall.
Oh, the
Yeah.
frost thing.
No, Death's
Verdict.
That was close.
The awesomest trinket. It's awesome. I love it. And I get to use it tonight in 1 hour and 5 minutes for the 10-man.
What if
and
we're not done
2
this
hours
yet?
and 5 minutes.
Well, he'll make sure we're done.
We'll try and be done. We should talk faster. This took us way longer to get going on than I expected, so we're a little crunched for time today. Because we're half an hour. Oh, this is going to be a short episode.
So you can use your phone without messing this up? Good.
Don't mess up the
I'm
video.
on
So,
Twitch, not Discord.
other
so
than that,
don't do
though-
that.
I don't know what's going on. So other than that, we all did hardcore, right? No, yes, hardcore. It's called hardcore. We all did hardcore, right? I'm just playing with
Yes.
your Velcro.
No, I want to press a button.
I did hardcore with Josh
Yes.
live on the internet.
Live on the internet. Sam, tell us about your hardcore experience. Did you
Well,
enjoy it? What did we
killed
do?
me. You got me killed.
We
You
got
went
us.
in-
We got us.
You
killed.
made us go into that thing.
There is
dungeon.
video posted on the internet.
What's
that
it called?
Proves the internet that proves without a doubt that it was your idea to go into the cave. I mean, I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying it's your fault that we died.
I want to press a button.
We should have gone into the. What button do you want to push? What are you going to
Nothing. Go ahead.
There is video evidence proving that it was your idea to go into the cave. I'm not saying it was wrong to go into the cave. In fact, reviewing the evidence over and over again on the video leads me to believe that we were somewhat, probably unintentionally, had a bunch of mobs aggroed onto us by another player who possibly wasn't very good at what he was doing and messed up.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't Al this time.
Could have quite possibly been me, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. I checked.
Al did not do hardcore.
So
on the
this
internet
person
with us.
ran past us into the cave, aggroed some stuff, ran past us out of the cave, and then those mobs became our problem.
I potentially did that to somebody else.
Did you? Well, it's a thing that happens, and the thing is, like, we survived initially. We should have been fine. We just didn't quite run far enough. Because Sam was able to eat, but I don't think I was able to eat.
I didn't see her eat.
She didn't eat, but she said it was ungrayed out that she was able to.
Don't actually remember now.
Yeah, I was watching that when I clipped it into the thing. Actually, this morning I watched it again. There was no drinking or eating done by either of you.
No, neither of us did, and I couldn't
Because I panicked and I couldn't find my water. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
thought I was dying.
Well, I mean, you were, but we didn't have to. If we had just kept running, we probably would have
You
been
told
fine.
me to stop
I know,
because we
No,
were
no.
fine.
We were fine. We had gone so far. But what happened? Let's do a little play-by-play here, because we ran right, and we got to the far end of the quarry, and we stopped, and I saw a mob running towards us at half health that we had been fighting, and I was like, oh, that's the one that I hit a couple times on the way out. Maybe the rest leashed and it didn't. So I stopped to start fighting. Don't you me. I stopped to try. I was like, we can
Al
kill
is
that.
saying with that noise
Yes.
is I shouldn't have listened to you and I should have just kept going.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
absolutely could have just kept going. That would have been fine.
I have another opinion.
It probably would have been for the
too.
best. But also I noticed watching the video of our death, if you watch, we go and I engage the one that we were fighting and another fresh one came over and I was like, oh, and then I saw a bunch over here and I was like, that's a problem. I was like, we should start running again. That's when we start running again. So when we moved though, the one it split. It like did like an alien like division thing from one trog into two trogs. It was weird. They were just multiplying on our screen, and then we got overwhelmed, and we had already used all of our bubbly things, and I don't think we had lay on hands yet, so we just kind of died a little.
Yeah.
But we re-rolled, and we're now higher level than we were when we died.
So
And we're human now, which is so much cooler than being a dwarf.
So two things I've learned about that is that
Don't
A,
listen to Josh.
you didn't run far enough, and B, you don't necessarily have to go into the cave to finish it, because there is a group of 3. Well, there's a group of 4, but I think 3 of them are the trogs that are not generally out in the open area of the quarry.
Yeah.
They come running out, and they're running out, and I think they might have been part of that pack that aggroed onto you, by the way, was that patrol of 4.
Possibly.
But they run out, and they go up the side to the guards at the top. So you could, if you wanted to try and tag those as they're coming out of the quarry, then you
Yeah.
don't have to go into
But
the
the
cave.
thing is, going into caves is dangerous, and danger is exciting and fun.
Yeah.
So what good is it to play hardcore if you're not going to take any risks? Like I did last night, I did hardcore Dead Mines. And the whole time I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. We just keep going. Just aggro this. Just pull this. And I wanted to go faster. But we had a responsible adult in the group who was like, no, we got to go slow. We got to pull one pack at a time. We got to make sure we don't aggro the entire room full of engineers. Real buzzkill, right?
That probably took
And
forever.
and all
it took
these
several hours, yeah.
and all these things were like what, 16 levels lower than you?
They were about 10 to 15 levels lower than me. Now, the rest of the group was in their mid-20s, so they probably...
Says, wow, that guy sounds like a dick.
Yeah, he was a real bummer.
Was it
Yeah.
Bob?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was constantly like, oh, we got to be careful. This is hardcore. We got to be careful. And I was like, what is careful? Because everything was gray to me, right? So I was like, I'm just going to hit stuff. And, but I restrained... How come you're what?
Mine doesn't say dick, it says stars.
Do you have like a filter turned on? Like a profanity filter?
I must. I don't know
Oh,
how
wow.
to work Twitch.
Anyway,
So that guy sounds like a star.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we successfully beat the Dead Mines, and we even used like some cool like stunning the bosses so that they didn't cause us too much trouble stuff. Like I feel like we could have just like run through it and just blasted everything, but like, you know,
it's saying
in the
retail,
interest
Junior.
of not dying. But the thing is, like I felt secure because in the back of my head this entire time I'm thinking if things go really bad, I've got my bubble, I've got some potions, I've got lay on hands, and I know where the exit is. So, you know, if everyone starts dying around me, I'm just going to like leave. And I even have talents that make me a little bit faster than everybody else. And you know what they say about being chased by bears? You don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than the rest of your Dead Mines group. So,
Although the bear was part of your Dead Mines group.
oh shoot, he was a bear. So I guess I do have to be faster than the bear.
So basically, you're saying he's going so slow you had to bear with him.
Yes, exactly.
I think I enabled the thing too fast.
You enabled what? too
Bruce
fast?
Lee's like, what if your name is Dick Dixon? And I already changed it, so I don't know. I can read it now.
Oh.
I already changed the filter.
Well, that's exciting because now you know you can read all the dicks in chat.
Yeah.
So, where was I going with that? Oh, we were playing hardcore. Yeah. My paladin, my hardcore paladin's up to level 32. I'm more than halfway to
Nice.
60. Lame high five. So
That was a very
It's-
lame.
It's a
Al
safe.
gives very gentle, barely touching high fives.
Okay, you just stay in one spot. You're like the man of the sexual relationship. You just lie there like a cold fish.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
what
the- that's the
you got
woman.
that the wrong way around. So yeah, so this Blazing Bob guy in our chat says, "I think my cat is faster with a 30% run speed." Yes, but in this scenario in my head, you have already died because you're the tank, and I am now running away with the rest of the group. So your 30% run speed is meaningless.
Bob died?
No,
Oh.
no. This is just the this is as we were doing Dead Mines last night. I was like, if things go bad and like the tank dies and things turn on us, then I was gonna run. I wasn't gonna stand and go down with the ship. I'm not about that. I'm not a captain.
You're not the captain?
No, I'm just a paladin. We have... Oh, shoot, we do have a moral code. I'm not that kind of paladin. So, I've been doing the hardcore. I've been doing good with it. How have you been doing with the hardcore? You haven't died yet, have you, Al?
Oh, just a couple times.
Just a couple? Is that all?
Did you give up or did you actually come back?
No, I'm back.
So what are you playing? Did you die like again? Because I saw you posted in Discord that Rested XP said that you went from level 6 to 7 in like 35 minutes or something.
No, that guy's not dead.
But I thought you were back up to like level 12 again.
No, that guy died.
Oh, okay. So how many times have you died? I thought it was
Are
just
you,
two.
are you counting? Well, if we count the first paladin, so there'd be 3.
Okay.
So the paladin died because I
got
just
cocky.
got cocky. I went into a cave.
Hubris. Yes.
And then my rogue died from a wonky pull.
Yeah. Because you kept hitting 5.
No, no.
Yeah,
In
no,
chat.
was
No,
that
no,
not
no.
that one?
No. So this is done. So
Was it dead?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh.
So no, my rogue died.
You didn't need that, did you?
No,
Okay.
my rogue died because of a wonky pull. So no, I was looking at my weapons. I wanted a new weapon, and I saw that there was one that I can get, and I got him through the wetlands onto the boat, and I got into Darkshore.
From the dwarf starting area?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long run just for a weapon.
Oh, it was a quest, and then I went there, and there was a boatload of quests too. I said, I'm just going to stay here for a while.
In Darkshore?
Yeah,
Oh, you got killed by Moonkin, didn't you?
yeah. So if I did the red crystal, so you're just basically going from
Solid movie from the 80s, by the way.
yes, you're just running right from I forget what the city's called, Aberdeen. You're just running right out of Aberdeen,
French
straight
for
east,
eggplant.
straight east.
Aubergine.
So there was a group of 4 crazed wild bees.
Oh,
So
you don't want to mess
Moonkin.
with the crazed ones.
I pulled one,
These things are nuts.
and I was hitting away, and then all of a sudden, 2 others from the back said, "He's not doing so well. I'm going to go and join." So 2 ran, like the guy was almost dead, and they ran.
You
So
know
I-
what happened? You know what happened?
No. So I looked at my chat and I said, "Did he call for help?" Nope, he didn't call for help.
I'm going to tell you what happened because I think I understand what happened here. So what happened is this group of Moonkins was out hunting players, right? And one of them pulled you, and the other 2 were like, "Crap!" And they held back, and they were like, "What level do rogues get vanished? Does he have vanish yet?" And the other one was like, "No, I don't think so." He's like, yeah, let's go then." So they figured that you didn't have vanish, so they just went for it.
10, I did have vanish.
I thought you weren't level 10.
This guy was 12. He was up
One
there.
of the teens.
He was 12, 13, or 14.
Oh, okay. So you did have vanish. So the Moonkin were wrong.
But
Good
either
thing it
way,
still panned out for them.
so I took my paladin from Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I took him over there and I started doing pulls, and I'm going, and yeah, it's a wonky pull. There are some that get so far apart, but they
Uh-huh.
seem to be leashed to each other. So if I pull this one here, this one back here is going to say, "Hey, he's my buddy."
Oh, is that the reenactment video you did?
Yes.
I totally watched that.
Yeah. And then if he passes another one, he can say, "Yeah, come on with me." And if he happens to pass another one, so if he leashes from all the way back there, he can proximity pull the other ones as well. But it's a huge, huge chain that they have.
You know what I did to combat that with my paladin? I didn't go to Darkshore because I hate that zone.
Well, I should have just snuck up to the crystal, but I wanted to kill them because I didn't want them to aggro up to the crystal, but I don't think they would have.
It's a good experience, too.
And then, of course, everybody saw I posted the video. I didn't want to post it because I was like all embarrassed. I died again. So I did that, so that 12. So my first one was 14.
Now, was this the one in the cave?
Yeah,
So what level were you when you died in the cave?
12.
Wow. See, that's a lot of... I mean, the least you could do... You should have died at 5 every time. It's less painful.
Well, I've been using Rested XP, so
Yes.
it's actually fast getting up there now. I'm just doing Rested XP sets for the most part. Which I just wanted to comment. You were talking last week how, well, Rested XP told me to go into this cave, and it's got like an orange 11
Red flag.
elite.
Yeah. But there's a
And-
red flag.
So I don't know if you know this about this particular quest, because you're also
Which
worried.
quest?
Well, what if the mages don't actually do anything?
Oh, yeah, where we had to go grab the guy's meat.
Yeah, you don't have to fight anything to do that quest.
If the elite's up.
yeah, if the guy's
you
not
do.
in there.
Oh, you
But
just,
he was in there.
you just if he's there, you just stay back and you watch him for a while, and you say, "I'm just gonna wait," and then he'll pad out, and you go in and get it, and out you come.
Really? Well, we killed him anyways.
And then protecting.
I don't
the-
play dwarves enough to know. I don't like playing dwarves.
Well, it's the Rested XP tells you.
To play a dwarf?
No, it tells you just wait until he pats away.
True. Also, what I realized with me and Sam is Rested XP, actually, if you're human, it still sends you over to do that quest.
Oh, okay. I was saying protecting the herd. It's Rested XP has a video linked into it, and if you watch it,
I
shows
noticed
every
that. I
class
didn't realize that because I've
how
been
to-
doing. Keep going. I just got
shows you how to solo that. So that's why they give it to you.
So it was
I don't
actually-
want to solo that though. It's just a pain in the ass by the looks of it.
Yeah, I've noticed that because I'm using the hardcore survival guide, right? Not the speed leveling guide because I'm risk averse. So I'm using the what's it called, the survival guide, and I've been getting to quests where it's like it tells you to do a thing, and then it links you a YouTube video where you can pull the YouTube video up and watch it. And so I was doing these quests on the Thandol span, between wetlands and slightly less wetlands.
That
to the
span
north.
between those two
Yeah, the
lands?
span between the two. So the
Thandol,
Thandol
per se?
span, yeah. So I go up there,
We did that at the same time.
yeah, and there's one there. So you take the quest up, right? And then there's Elite Quest, where you have to go down into the bridge and like click on the body and grab something and go. And the YouTube video is like you just run in, grab it, and run out. Use any crowd control abilities you have on the elites,
And jump.
and just be quick, right? And I was like, I could do that. And I'm like peeking around the corner, and I'm getting myself all like hyped up, and I don't know why, because I've got like 8 different abilities that can get me out of there alive. I mean, bubble and lay on hands and blessing of protection and potion, and that's 4. But I've got options, right? And I'm looking, and I'm like, what am I doing? So then I just killed the elites and went and clicked on the body. Because I'm like, I'm a paladin. I can kill these. What am I even... Because they were like one level... Like, elites one level lower than me.
Ugh.
Which is like
Paladins.
completely doable for a paladin, right? So I just killed them. And I was like, yeah. So, but I'm midway through killing them, right? And one of the ones that I was killing was like called like a something bombardier.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds dangerous to me. So I'm fighting this thing, and I get him down almost dead, and I'm at about half health, and then he stops fighting. And I'm like, shoot, are these ones that explode? So I just ran, and he blew himself up. I don't know if it would have hurt me if I had stayed there, but it might have. I didn't feel like finding out the hard way. So yeah, I just did the quest. And then it's like, and then it tells me it's like go around on the bridge and run around to this ledge, right? And it's like turn your head so that your head is right on this crack in the bricks, and then jump forward onto this chain link, and then jump forward onto this other chain link, and then turn, and ow. And I caught my fingernail in my spring. And then turn, and then jump forward over this thing, and you can land just on the edge of the corner of this thing. And
There was a quest in there, wasn't there?
There's a quest in there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there.
I know exactly where you're jumping.
I'm lining myself up, and I'm getting all psyched up to do it, and I'm like this, and then I just see out of the corner of my eye this guy just and land, and I was like, "You can just jump? Like, what is the point of this video?" The guy just jumped, so I was like, "Okay, I mean, maybe I didn't need to do all this." But yeah, and then he grabbed the quest, and he goes down underwater, and did the quest down there. I was like, "Well, that's great." So, but the thing is, I think he may have been using a speed potion, so maybe
Speed potion.
maybe I couldn't have just jumped. But I was like, I did all this stuff, and then this guy's just like boom, boom, and somebody's doing a speed run or something. He was probably a bot. I bet he was a bot. Nah, I doubt he was a bot. Probably just better than me. So I did that, and yeah, following the Rested XP guide is so much faster, because I didn't for a while, because with this paladin, I started out like determined to do this like just grinding no quests thing, and I was like, Rested XP is pointless to use for that, because Rested XP sends you quest to quest. I don't think there's an option to do no quests, so I hadn't loaded it up for that character yet. So finally at like level 27 or 28, I'm like, I should probably load up Rested XP, because I'm just running around lost more often than I'm doing quests. So I loaded it up, and I burn through the next couple levels, right? And I get to like 25% into level 30, and the next task pops up, and it says grind to level 32. I'm like, what? That's like almost 2 levels. It says go kill 800 Worgens. It's not 800, but it's a lot. And I'm like, so I've been grinding away at that. I finally hit level 32. I did Dead Mines in between, and I got almost 900 experience for the Dead Mines run. So that
Got experience for that?
I did the 5 quests, which I got 525 for the big quest, and I got like 150 for each of the other quests. So It worked out to just over 1,000 experience.
Yeah. My goal.
But the real dungeon was the friends I made along the way.
Yeah. Well, did you join a guild?
No.
My dwarf's in the Casmodan infantry.
See, I'm not a dwarf, so I don't have that option.
That's why I stayed with dwarf, and they keep giving me the Fs when I die.
Because you die often.
What's
So do you
the
just keep
Fs?
making dwarves?
Yeah.
What's the Fs?
Bob says dwarf is one of the hardest ones to play, but I'm not giving up on it yet.
Hardest race? Yeah, I don't like their starting area.
I'm used to it now.
I mean, I don't think it's... Is it harder, their starting area? I mean, I know I don't like it.
Harder than what?
Elwyn Forest.
I don't
I
know.
just find Elwyn Forest, Westfall, that area, I find it really easy. Mostly
Probably.
because I've done it a number of times.
No, I don't know if it's harder or not. It doesn't matter. I like it. I'm getting used to it. I'll still play an Elwyn when I want to do another character, but my goal is to get a character past 14.
That's a good goal to have. I hope you get there someday. So I made.
My
I also
rogue.
I made
My rogue
so
past
you just keep
14.
playing rogues. What has it been a rogue every time?
Yes. It's Okona. He has to be a rogue.
I get. Well, Akona's a shaman,
Just because.
just because
That was a stupid idea to give him my
he's a
name.
rogue shaman.
Because I didn't think I was going to play anything else. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give him my mere casual's name because I'm now going to be a shaman here. I realized that I just freaking... Shamans are not the same. They're not the same.
I like shamans.
I loved my shaman when I was playing back on retail when it wasn't retail. It was just World of Warcraft. And shamans were fun. Now it's all this spell weaving and stuff. It's so different. I was like, okay, you know what?
Now you have to put effort into it, and effort sucks.
I was putting effort in before. I still had to up my DPS.
Yeah.
I liked it better. Well, I mean, I probably didn't like it better at the time. I was used to it. I get slow weapons with big burst damage speed.
I wonder if classic era shaman would be hard in hardcore. Because it's not an easy, like, it's not a powerful class. Like, it's got some stuff that can come in handy, like Earthbind and stuff. But, like, when you think about it, it's kind of squishy. It doesn't do a ton of damage.
Kind of squishy. Where's mail?
Yeah, well, leather.
Well,
Until
up
40.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, they're kind of like, I remember them being kind of squishy. I don't know. Maybe that was just me.
They would be as squishy
I wonder
as
if
rogue.
I wonder if they'd be hard. Yeah, and rogues are pretty squishy, as you've noticed, obviously, playing the rogue on hardcore. I've been told, though, because I've been playing a paladin on hardcore with some success, I've been told that. Well, I mean, it's not wrong. I'm saying I've been told as if I disagree. I've been told that paladin is easy mode. Because really, I mean, it is. Paladin's so easy on hardcore. But I've been told that that warrior is super hard and like almost impossible to level. So naturally, I made a warrior to level. And do you know what I named my warrior?
Will Riker.
I named my warrior It Isn't Hard. It actually let me use that name.
Guzu is leveling a warrior, and he's staff fighting.
I've heard that that's actually quite good.
Yeah.
Using a staff. That's that it's depending on your build, like before a certain level or something. I don't remember why.
Oh, you can't with that.
What are you trying? You
She said 23%. I was going to give it. It
touching.
won't do it through that.
23% will last you. Yeah, with staff with warrior is actually quite good. I've been told.
He has me making. He makes me want to try it.
I might. I've got my warrior. I should look into that. I mean, I probably won't. I mean, I don't know. I might not watch his. Oh, so I can just see your phone with it open, and I forgot that it's flipped. And I was like, Sam, where did your hair go? Because on the
Where did
picture
mine
you
go?
looked bald.
Well, I've threatened to shave my head how many times?
Well, you have significantly less hair than you had last time we
I
recorded.
know.
Is it
You
worth
should have seen the rat nest.
your hair is.
It's above my boobs now.
So
I don't know.
Sorry,
It's,
I
it's
stopped
hard to get
looking
it
at
in
the boobs, so I'm gonna have to
get it
turn
in the
away.
shot there.
Is it charging?
No.
I don't know. Don't
but-
you have to set it up to like wirelessly charge?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
But I should have taken a picture of the amount of hair they took off.
You did. You sent it to me.
That wasn't even all of it.
Was that
was
not all
only
of it?
half.
you lost
Oh.
hair.
A lot.
Oh, see, I lost hair. It's more noticeable.
Al cut his off and it never came back. What was I going to say?
More than just my no.
I was going to say, we were talking about hardcore, right? So, what are you back up to then? You're back up to 7?
14.
Isn't it 8?
Are we 14?
I don't know. I
I
haven't
don't remember
played.
what level anybody is. I know what level my paladin
I know
is
that-
because I played him this morning.
You folks have not joined me in hardcore yet.
Now, I put half a little bit of effort into trying to join you the other day. I was like, do you want a partner? And then you had to go soon, and I had to go do this, and it just didn't work. But
Yeah.
I've got my warrior. Oh, but if I play my warrior with you, then I can't rub it in people's face that I solo self-found leveled a warrior.
Then don't play your warrior with me.
What would you want to play with what would you want played with you as a rogue?
I don't care.
Like another paladin?
Well,
could
I
just
mean, if you
level, like,
wanted, I can
5
just make up
hardcore
another
paladins.
character. It doesn't even have to be the rogue.
Well, I mean, I could level up and play something with your rogue. You're a dwarf. I could be a priest
Yeah, if you want.
because I feel like you might have more survivability if you have a priest following.
Can I
you
play
around.
paladin then?
Oh, do you want to join us too?
Oh, I guess not.
You can play a paladin. You already have a paladin.
I feel like you don't want me to play.
No, I didn't
Nope,
say that.
it's okay.
I didn't say that. But the thing is, if you play with us, then we have to wait for you.
Okay, fine.
Why are you shaking your head at the camera?
So don't
This is the problem.
play with me.
We all have jobs, and it's so hard to play at the same time.
My elbow keeps showing up in your shot. Sam, I'm going to let you know that I want to play with you.
You want to play? You want to? you want to hardcore with me on the internet?
I want to do hardcore with you on the internet.
Okay.
Who doesn't, though,
Al
really?
does.
I've
Al
been
loves
doing
me
that.
more than you.
Do you want to do it
Oh,
again
no, no, no.
tomorrow?
I didn't say it was love.
Oh,
So are we going to roll up like a trio for when we're able to play together?
Yeah?
That's going to take so long to level. 8 months from now, we're going to be like level 12
When you go
because
back
we've
to
managed
work.
to find that much time to play together.
Wednesday.
so
We just got called dirty.
you guys are dirty.
Well, you guys got called dirty. I'm just watching.
Oh, there it is. The dirty talk.
Yeah, it was bound to come out eventually. So,
Oop, there it is.
I mean,
Oop,
we're-
there it is. Okay.
oh Al,
Is it because I touched your leg?
This funny. I saw this funny thing about Blue Beetle on YouTube today.
about Blue Beetle. Oh, that terrible looking movie.
Actually, this as far as DC movies go, this looks pretty good. But no, it was the comic book version of him. But I guess
That's it.
he's got a beetle on his back, right? It's an AI kind of thing. It's an alien technology as well, as far as I know. Anyway, it reacts to the way he's feeling, and it reacts to him.
Yes.
He's fighting this villainess,
Okay.
and you know how they draw villainesses. I guess she gets on top of him,
Uh huh.
and the suit kind of sheathes his nether regions because he got a little excited, and she just jumped up and goes, "What?"
This is the comic book.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Oh, comics are terrible.
Okay, I just had to divert.
You just had to get that out. Oh, I feel like there was other stuff I wanted to say. What did I want to say? Okay, bye, Bob. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
Oh, where's he going?
run
He
errands.
is going to leave the stream on, but he has to go run errands before raid.
No,
He'll
he's-
catch the rest.
Oh,
tomorrow.
see, I missed the word on. I thought he was just going to leave the stream. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's nice that he watched, though. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say things. I had other things to say. Is that picking up on the audio?
What?
I'm just playing
The
with
Velcro.
Velcro.
For once, it's not me fidgeting.
Well, nobody should have given me Velcro.
Fidgeting. Yeah.
Fidgeting. So, do we know? It didn't say anywhere in the news when ICC was coming out, did it? Because
Oh, yes, it is picking up.
the Velcro. I should stop. Here, can you take the Velcro away from me?
Don't give it to me.
Here.
Here, let's just put the Velcro over there where nobody can reach the Velcro. You know what we haven't done in a while? Sat and disgustingly eaten chocolates while recording.
Yeah, I think they're happy about that because that was gross.
Well, I'm hungry.
I had dinner.
I didn't because I was setting stuff up, so I haven't eaten. And I was just thinking how much I wish that my chocolate drawer had chocolate in it. It doesn't.
Got chocolate in my lunch bag.
Do you actually have chocolate in your lunch
Yeah,
bag?
it's for my work.
Dude, I got it.
Can I have some? Why do you have a
That's Julia.
screwdriver?
That is,
Here.
Oh, so that's
Here. Do you want a screw?
a screwdriver. The screws are over on the shelf. At least get the
How do
joke
you use
right.
this if you want?
Oh man, can I have some of your chocolate?
I don't actually have chocolate.
You don't actually have chocolate.
I
Why would you?
might,
Why would you lie
but
to
it's
me?
been in my lunch bag for a while. Do you actually want to eat it?
I don't know what kind of chocolate is it.
What's wrong with your lunch bag?
It's
So what else we got?
Just doing the same quests. Coughing, still dying.
'Cause I'm
just
trying
doing
to-
the same quests over and over again till I can get them right.
So, how far have you gotten? Were you in you were in Loch Modan for the one cave. You were in Dark Shore, and you're following the rested path.
Yeah.
So where does it take you as a dwarf? Because I know we didn't make it that far with our dwarves. We didn't get out of done whatever. Because I know for the human path, it has you do Elwyn Forest, then it has you go up to like Caranos and then Loch Modan. Does the dwarf path take you back to the human area?
It does. Between 10 and 11, it sends you to Elwyn.
Okay.
It even gets you to do the tunneler rat quests where you Pied Piper the rats over.
Oh, the tram one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that the other
So
day.
it sends you out to Elwyn, and it sends you on lower level quests as well. So level 10, you're fighting level 5s, so like you're going into the Cobalt Caves, which at that
Ooh,
level,
we do have chocolate.
it's pretty much safe going into those caves. There's not
Pretty
much
much
trouble
safe.
you can get into. But I think it sends you there for the rewards. It wants you to have the bag of marbles and all the things.
Yeah. So I didn't get those because I wasn't. Oh, I could probably go back and do them.
Yeah. And then anything else to get you to kill things, like it sends you, okay, go over here, and you're going to be killing bears and wolves.
Those are from Easter.
It's
Easter's in
chocolate.
April. That's like not that long ago.
So it says kill bears and wolves in this area. As you get close to the shore, it just gives you a big warning. It says be careful because there's murlocs that run around here, and they can be dangerous.
They're not dangerous. I've never died to a murloc.
Yeah.
In hardcore.
So they get you just to do some over at that, is it the Silver Pine Lodge or just in that little area? The lumber mill or whatever it is. On the western portion of... Or is it
Westfall.
Eastern?
The lumber mill. It's the eastern.
Eastern
I know where you
portion.
mean.
Sorry, I was
just
thinking.
trying not to be loud
I
with my
was
chocolate.
looking at it as I was coming out of Stormwind, and I was thinking it was Western. I know.
So, sorry, I'm not going to be able to. You guys can say stuff if you want while I'm opening chocolate. Ew. What, Willie?
I dare you to try that again.
My energy levels are dropping.
Yeah.
I need
So,
chocolate.
yeah, I haven't done much. Like I said, I've been busy with family things, and I've basically done that. But it's been fun being in the Casmodan infantry, talking to some people.
See, I need to get into a guild or something because it's very. I don't want to say lonely because that makes it sound like a negative thing. I have no problem playing by myself.
I know.
I actually kind of enjoy it.
I do that usually when I'm done playing WoW.
I find it relaxing. And I have no problem. There, swallow my chocolate. I
Josh
have no
just did it
problem just questing
slowly.
solo. But occasionally it would be cool to have some guild chat going on.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to join somebody. Especially because, like, every once in a while I'll have, like, a super near-death experience.
And no one to share it with.
And no one to be like, oh, yeah, right, nobody can
You
hear
know,
me.
you know the best thing to remedy that. You go to the little thing on the side, wherever it is on your particular UI. It's called Social, and you go through and you say, "Oh, there's a name there. It says Alan Woods. Oh, there's my last name. You all know it now." You can right-click and put Whisper. You can share it with me.
Wait, are you the guy that makes the camping supplies?
Yes.
Ah, sweet.
Funny story.
Is it funny?
Is it?
1992. I went to university.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so my parents went and dropped me off at my residence because I stayed on res that year. And I walked in, and everywhere there were binders that said Woods on them. I said, they knew I was coming. They knew I was coming. No, my roommate, his dad was a high VP with the Woods company. The very company I think you were just
The
talking
company I was referencing, yeah.
about. Yeah, so I was like, this is a small world.
are you really that much older than me?
He's like 18 years
You,
old.
you don't know about the Woods Camping Company?
No, you were in college in 92.
No. University.
In 92.
18 years? Is it 18? You're 18 years older than her?
I don't know. How old are you?
33?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
18 years. It's the same. Never mind.
He's like twice your age.
closer to his kid's age than than to him.
Well, yeah, but his kids are old. You're closer to. I'm closer to. No, I'm closer to your age than his.
So
Trying to think of other things to compare.
in the guild is, I can't remember who it is. Dimitri? I think Dimitri's in there with me.
He's a person.
There's
whose name I
another
know.
one too, because I remember them saying
Dimitri's the
ever
one
on-
that was getting on us about joining the dwarf infantry.
Well, Tank Costanza is in there.
Who's that?
I think his name's Josh.
Okay.
From
Other podcast, Josh?
Yeah.
See, I thought I was the only podcast, Josh.
No.
no, there's like 100 million of them.
No,
There's too many people with my name.
There's the podcast Josh that matters. And then there's you too.
And then there's the countdown to classic guy. I
No, he's,
matter to me.
It's funny because I was in the guild and I was also watching him on YouTube because he streams his Tank Costanza stuff. And I chatted with him a bit and he
I
responded back.
didn't know he streamed on YouTube.
Yeah, he streams on YouTube. So I'm chatting with him on YouTube while I'm playing over here. So
I really need to pay more attention to WoW stuff. Like I don't watch a wide enough variety of stuff. And I should.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like this is stuff that I should be experiencing and knowing about. And I ignore so much stuff. But I get focused on certain things, and there's other things that I want to listen to that aren't WoW.
Yeah. Well, playing hardcore on my rogue has actually taught me more about my lower level rogue than playing my actual lower level rogue did. Because back in Wrath of Lich King or Classic or whenever I brought him up, didn't matter if I died,
Yeah.
you know. But now this time, I get multiple people coming at me, multiple mobs. It's like now I'm using my gouge a lot more than I've ever used my gouge.
And that's a stun?
I use it for interrupts when my kick is down. I don't have my kick yet on my reroll. I got gouge, but I have kick. I have gouge. I was really thrown off every time I landed my sap
Mm-hmm.
to put me into combat. I'm like, what the hell is going on? No, Classic, you don't stay stealth when you sap.
Oh, do you in Wrath?
Yes.
Okay.
You can sap and walk away, so somebody's just sitting there and you're doing.
See, I don't remember. I haven't played Rogue much. I don't know if I played a Rogue back in actual Classic. Oh, I did. I did, because I started leveling a Rogue during like actual like Classic, like 2019 Classic, because I got him up to like 45 or something.
Yeah.
And then I got bored and stopped because I didn't find it fun.
And my throw ability, I'm using it so much more now, too. Especially, we're running and then.
Yeah, don't get me started on the throw ability. Do you know how many mobs I've had yoinked away from me because I'm running towards it and I just see like this throwing star go ping it, and I have no range. Paladins have no range. Like I can't tag anything from more than like 6 inches away.
You should watch one of the videos, actually.
That reminds me of something, but go on.
One of the videos, I forget what it was. It might be protecting her, but I don't think so. But there's a video for another one where you have to do some crowd control, and it tells you how each class can do it. And it gets to the Paladin. I don't want to spoil it for you. You got to watch it. I'll see if I can find it.
I feel like that's the punchline. Just tell me.
Well, when
You
it
can't
gets
start a story and then be like, I don't want to say the end of this.
Have you talked to Al before?
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Oh, you're hurting his feelings. Just say it.
No, I just
I'm
can't
not
say
gonna
the
go-
things that
I'm
I
not
want
gonna
to say
go watch
because
it.
I can't kick you out of this place, but you can kick me out.
True.
It got to the
I
Paladin.
have before, but you didn't listen.
What's that?
What?
So it got to the Paladin,
Mhm.
and so it goes for Paladins. As I say, for this class you do this. For this class you do this. For Paladins, and it just goes over to a bunch of people laughing at them. It has something to do with the range.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it a range tag thing?
It might be protecting the herd, because for protecting the herd, you have to you're pathing the thing.
Mhm.
So you're going like this, throwing.
Like a kiting thing?
Yes, it's a kite and a throw. It's a kite and a distance attack, and I think that's where they laughed at the Paladin.
Yeah. We have no distance attacks whatsoever. It gets better. Like it's better in Wrath because we've got some stuff we can tag from a distance, like stuff like Hand of Reckoning is actually. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's actually got quite a bit of range on it. But in Classic, I think the longest thing we have is Judgment, and it's like 6 yards or something. I don't remember the number, but it's barely even a distance.
So with protecting the herd, the idea is you aggro them and you keep refreshing the aggro, but you path them down to the ground. And then you're using a fence. You get them down a certain amount, then you path them back to a guard. So as long as you've done a certain percentage of damage, then you bring them to the guard. The guard will smoke them the rest of the way down for you.
Sounds cheesy.
It is a cheese. I would mess that up myself, so I'm not even going to try that.
Yeah, there was one that was in Duskwood, and it had me finishing the Legend of Stalvan quest, which is red, but I don't know why it's red. So, like, I've got this quest, right? I've done the whole chain up to this point, and I've got the final quest. It says, go kill Stalvan Mistborn or something. I don't remember what his name is. And, do you not want to hear my story, Sam? Okay. She just said not worldly and wandered off. So it has me go kill him. Rested tells me to go kill him, right? And it's red. The crest is red. So I'm like, this guy is clearly going to be red to me. So it says to fight him. It's like, beware, because he does a lot of damage. If you're having trouble, you can kite him down to the guards, and the guards will finish him off. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, that seems like a hassle. I don't know if I want to go through all that. Welcome back, Sam. Oh, almost welcome back. Welcome back, Sam. Where'd you go?
I left for a minute.
Oh, okay. So I go up to his building, like thinking, okay, I've got to prepare.
Yeah, he's the guy in the house then.
Yeah, he's the guy in the house, and he's level 31 or 32, and I was like, oh, I could just kill him. He's not even elite.
He's got a shield around him, doesn't he?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't hard. Like,
and is it dusky when you get like he's got a cloud effect?
Oh
to it?
no, you're thinking the guy over in the graveyard. This is the guy right outside of Darkshire. Duskshire. What's the city name? Duskwood. Darkshire. This is the guy right outside of Darkshire. Because
that guy, he gets a couple ads added to him, doesn't he?
No, I mean he didn't when I fought him.
Wasn't there a couple ads that come in on
Maybe
the
I
side?
killed him too fast. I don't know. I just pulled him and killed him.
He's north of Darkshire.
Yeah, in just a little cabin there, surrounded by ghouls who were also
I thought
pretty
he
easy
had
to kill.
ads, but I might be wrong.
I think they messed the quest up. Like I think it's a miscon because the quest is red, but he's not. The quest was red at level 30, but he was yellow because he was only level 31, which a level 31 not elite is is very easy for a paladin to kill. Like it's not a difficult thing.
Ugh, paladins.
They're good. They're good. They're good to play. I like paladin.
My Bankertoon's a paladin.
What good is that? My Bankertoon's a rogue.
Well, in case I wanted to play him.
Because I always make my Bankertoons rogues. But yeah, me and Sam are playing our duo. We figured we're not doing solo Southbound, so I wanted to have a Bankertoon for me and Sam to store stuff. And I sold those weapons that we sent. And
Am I going to get any of that money?
I gave you gold already.
You gave me 1 gold.
Yeah, how much do you think I got?
How much did you sell them for?
I don't remember. Not that much. Either way, we will be taken care of, Sam. It will all be fine. What's
What?
Al's messing with his camera, but all we can see is like Al like looking into his camera.
I'm looking at some of the conversations I've had.
We need to probably...
We
did we
have
have any podcast questions?
questions,
Let's
yeah.
go through those quick, because I don't have a ton of time. I've got raid relatively soon. Oh, I want to see if I need to sign up. Because we might do 10-man before.
Somebody asked me if I was Jewish. Because they were talking to my paladin as I was going into Stormwind.
Okay.
I said, "You got to hurry! Ragnos is coming." Right? I said, "Sorry, I'm just a bank."
Hopefully that didn't pick up.
What?
I
I hit my mic.
said,
I don't know.
He goes, "Oh, I only went to school to be a banker," and she goes, "Oh, are you Jewish?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm Canadian."
So that person's doing some mild racism.
Yeah.
So do we have podcast questions?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I answered that question already.
I know, but this was me re-prompting. Let's do the pod. Those.
It makes editing easier. It's all about the editing, Sam and Antha.
It's not even about the editing. It's just me wanting to keep things rolling because I've got raid soon and I need to eat
Had a
dinner too.
good reason. You just have to.
So what are the questions, Sam?
Falcon Mix says, do you think the rule set Blizzard went with for HC release was the right choice? Have you been taking advantage of the auction house mail or in trading? Will you give Self-Found a go if Blizzard releases it?
So we may or may not have roundabout already answered most of those.
Yeah.
I didn't answer any of that. I waited until this.
Okay. Well, you do your thing, and then I'll briefly answer.
Yes, and did it.
Okay.
So yes, I feel that they're fine with it because whatever rules they get just allows anybody to do
no,
whatever
are
they
you
want.
fine with it? How do you feel about the rule set? Do you feel like it was the right thing to do?
That's what I'm answering.
You said they are fine with it.
No. Well, I might have. Sorry. Whatever rules they released allows other people to play they want to play.
Yeah.
And we're more than welcome to play we want to play. Play the way we want. To play the way we want to play. And yes, what was the second part of that question?
Are you giving Solo Self-Found a try?
That was the third.
Are you taking advantage of the auction house mail and trading?
So yes, on some of my tunes. And then I did do a solo self-found.
And how'd that work out?
He died.
Oh, okay.
But not far enough in for it to have been the Solo Self-Found's fault.
I don't know, man. That was a wonky pull.
Yeah, but that bad pull has nothing to do with you doing Self-Found.
But regardless, it was a solo self-found tune.
I know. I'm just saying you didn't die because you were doing Solo Self-Found. You died because of a weird mechanic on the
I
pull.
don't believe that was part of the question. I didn't say I did. I was doing it, but he died.
I know.
Will I try it again? Yeah.
It's rewarding and satisfying somehow.
Yeah.
Because me and Sam, our duo, were just kind of taking advantage of whatever rules. We've got the bank alt I've made to mail stuff to sell what we don't need, and I've mailed some stuff to the characters that we've needed, and we're taking full advantage with those. And then I am absolutely playing Solo Self-Found with my Paladin, and I'm probably going to play Solo Self-Found with other characters just because I find that the most enjoyable.
Is this the Paladin
Oh,
looking
you
at
don't
Dead
enjoy
Mines?
doing hardcore
Yeah.
with me?
That's not solo.
It's with the hardcore community rules for the Solo Self-Found. You're allowed one run of each dungeon,
Okay.
which that was my one Dead Mines run.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. What were you
And
saying?
the mace that I need dropped, and I lost the roll on it. I will never get that mace. I'll also outlevel it. I'm almost outleveled it now. Like if I was doing auction house, I could go buy a better weapon than that now. So I mean, I'm sure I'll get a drop. I've gotten lucky on some weapons. Like I was able to buy the one that it tells you to buy in the rested guide pretty early on. And then I got a...
Was that from Anthony Patino?
No, I'm getting to that. I was able to buy the one, like the white one, early on, and then I got lucky with Anthony Petrelli or whatever his name is, and I got the
Peter Petrelli.
yeah, I got the
That's a TV show.
that's from Heroes. I was able to get the mace from him, and then kind of probably after I would have liked to have upgraded because my current mace was getting kind of iffy. I found a semi-okay two-handed mace of like the Falcon or something. I think it was like int and agility or something.
It's probably
in a
better than the
chest.
semi I found with my hands.
In a chest. So, but now I'm getting to the point where that weapon, like I think it's like a required level 18 or 20 weapon, and I'm 32 now. So I'm getting to the point where I need to find a new weapon because my weapon's getting old. And
32 should not be hanging around with an 18. I'm just saying.
yeah, probably not. So what I've been doing to kind of supplement the fact that I'm not using the auction house is, especially when I've been grinding, is I find spots where I know where the chests are. Oh, Alan.
I don't know why
spots.
that one was funny.
Grinding.
Oh.
I'm sure he thinks grinding is a giggle word. I've been grinding on
Are you in high
spots.
school?
Yeah.
I've been grinding on Worgen, and I know where chest spawns are. So I've basically been farming the solid chests in Dark Duskwood.
No.
and I've gotten so many potions. Like I use potions like candy. Like it's to the point where like I have
you're
too many potions.
using a lot of pot.
Yes, I'm excessively using pots.
That is how I got through the weekend.
Just barely. But
That
yeah,
sounds
I
like
had,
a weekend that you should not have gone
I honestly messaged Josh on the way home to say nice things to me in my obituary.
she
'Cause I
thought she was
I
going to
going
die. Somebody was driving recklessly, and it wasn't Sam.
I
Sam
wasn't
was
driving.
the passenger.
So-
but yeah, like so potions. I've been getting so many potions from chests, like the big square, like the good square ones.
on. Yeah.
And like I've got like I think they're stacks of 5 now. So I've got like 3 or 4 stacks of those, and just every time I'm even kind of iffy, like am I going to survive this? Just pop a potion, whatever. I've got too many of them. I've got like a couple stacks of the lesser ones that I use just if I don't feel like healing. And I had at one point I had like 20 mana potions, and so I just use mana potions whenever I'm fighting stuff and I don't feel like stopping in between pulls. Like so many potions. And I've gotten a couple gear upgrades from the chests. I've gotten some leather that I've set aside for like when I need to make some blacksmith gear in the near future. I need to up my blacksmithing because I want to get the blue chest pattern, because I think I've got everything I need for it just out of chests and mining. I just can't make it yet because I've been slow. Copper, of all things, is my bottleneck because I needed so much copper to level up to.
Oh, when you're
the
solo.
point- yeah, to the point where I was getting brought. Well, I mean, I can get it. It's a pain in the butt running around mining copper when I want to be leveling.
Oh, you're a miner?
Yes. But
I was watching, again, it was a run of Guzu. He was in Nomragon. And that machine where you put the slimy encrusted object in,
yeah,
it comes out with like jewels and some ores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you can get into there.
probably not going to mess around too much in there. Is there any more podcast questions? Because we
Yes.
do need to. Let's get to those because we do need to end this soon.
Okay, from Bruisley. So if he's here, he can answer some questions.
was.
If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? There's a follow-up question from
Oh.
Al. Kind of food, specific food, i.e. chicken instead of chicken wings or chicken fingers. That was in brackets. Is seasoning and sauce available? And then then follow-up from Bruisley. Sounds like a great discussion either way.
Yeah, so that was a question. Kind of food or
I'm guessing like if you said like chicken broadly, like it could be like chicken dishes
so
Or
you-
like-
yeah.
or like pizza. Like you could have a variety of pizzas.
Pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple. You get your fruit. So what do you
Pineapple
think it
on
would
pizza.
be? Yeah, exactly. What do you think?
I like
what,
pineapple on pizza.
What do you think you would go with?
I mean,
And
chicken.
he was specific food.
Just chicken?
Yeah, because then I got the chicken fingers, chicken wings.
Those are both chicken.
Chicken breasts.
Chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Now,
Chicken
could you have
thighs.
like chicken and rice,
I wish I knew more chicken things so I could do a Bubba Gump impersonation.
chicken noodle soup,
You got
chicken
chicken.
Kiev,
You got chicken noodle
chicken
stew,
cordon bleu?
chicken wings.
Your
chicken
lips not
legs.
nearly big enough.
That's about it.
Sam, what about you?
I don't know. Sushi.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
You
Ew.
should've went
Because
first.
sushi has a nice variety. You get your protein from the fish.
Yeah.
You get your carbs from the rice. You can have sushi that has the seaweed is like a veggie, I suppose. It's a well-rounded meal. I'd go with sushi. I'd either go with sushi or pizza, because those are both things that you can include meat, vegetable, carbs, and other.
Pizza's good, but
Well, I prefer
the cheese,
sushi.
you know.
Well,
you
yeah,
want
it
me
almost feels
eating
like
that every
cheating.
day.
I mean, I picked chicken, which is just chicken, but
Well,
you're any so I could have like veggie stuffed chicken.
yeah, that's what chicken.
But I
Kiev
feel
is?
like
don't
that.
know.
I feel like that's like doing hardcore with add-ons.
All right, is that the
Bruce Lee
last
says
question?
pizza.
Bruce Lee says pizza. Oh, he's still listening. But we have, we should end this.
Eggplant pizza.
Was that all the questions?
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing commotion coming from upstairs. I am hearing commotion coming from my stomach because I'm hungry. I have raid soon.
You probably should have had dinner.
So how would you describe that series of things that are going on, Al?
Well, you're the series of things you just said?
Yes.
The series of
I describe it
unfortunate
as
events.
chaos.
There's no word starting with O that you might describe them as?
That's outrageous.
Every time.